How good's Dean's Rosette? That's had a lot of wear, that one, over a long time. But you all know the what. You all know what's been achieved, particularly those who are here, our supporters in this room today. And certainly my team knows the what we've been able to achieve. And you know that that's been achieved because of the strong plan that we've had that has seen us through what has been an incredibly difficult time. But what I wanted to share with you today is the why. And the best way that I think I can explain to you the why is through the stories of Western Australians that I've had the great fortune to meet, particularly just over the last few weeks. Yesterday, I was with Vince. Where's Vince? Here he is. I was with Vince Connolly. And we met Nicole and Isaiah. And Nicole is a single mum, and she has just bought her first home in Ballajura. Now, at the last election, when we went to the last election, I said one of the things that we really wanted to do is help Australians be able to buy a home. Now that, for Liberals, this is in our DNA. The ability for people to own their own home, to put their roots down, to be part of a community, to have the certainty for their kids about where they put their heads down at night, the schools that they can go to, the sports club they can be part of, the life of community that sustains our country. And home ownership for us as Liberals has always been central to that vision. You know, there's some big goals you can achieve in life. These are the great aspirations of Australians. The aspiration to be able to raise your kids and get them a good education. The aspiration to be able to get educated, to get the skills you need for a good job. The aspiration to work over your lifetime, to save for your retirement, and to be able to be independent in your retirement if you're able to do that. And one of the greatest aspirations that Australians have is to be able to own their own home. Now, this was beyond the reach of many Australians, and it's particularly been beyond the reach of single parents. And so when I was with Nicole and Isaiah the other day, and we were talking about their journey, and their journey meant that it would take them years and years and years. I mean, Isaiah would probably be out of school by the time they might have been able to achieve it. But before the last election, we came up with a good plan. And that plan was to say, getting the deposit is becoming just too hard. To save for a deposit of 20%, particularly with house prices rising, we had to change that. And so we introduced the first home loan deposit scheme. It's now known as the Home Guarantee Scheme. And that scheme means that we underwrite the balance of the deposit for single mums like Nicole. And so what they needed, what she needed, her and young Isaiah, was a 2% deposit. 2%. And right now, she is renovating the home that she has bought. Isaiah's got a place to put his bike and have his mates over, and their life is just getting better. Now, Nicole knows that not everything's perfect. She knows there's still challenges. She knows she's still got a mortgage to pay, and she knows that there's going to be pressures on that. But she also knows that we backed her in, and she was wanting to have a go, and so we made sure she got a go. And that's what we promised at the last election. Then I met Drew. I was with Christy. Where's Christy? Christy McSweeney, here she is, our candidate for Swan. I was with Christy at Sandwell Plumbing a little while ago. And I was also at a place called Schlammer Engineering. And at Sandwell Plumbing, I met a young Indigenous bloke called Drew. Now, Drew has just completed his plumbing apprentice after 4 years. But 2 years ago, that dream of his of being able to become a plumber was under great risk. The pandemic had come.
That rally continues on Sky News Extra if you'd like to keep watching it.